Hey guys, XJ9 here, and today's gonna be a video about me just looking at my comments and stuff on my videos. I haven't really read my comments in the past 3 or 4 months, mostly because it's mostly negative, and I'm kind of tired right now. I slept for like 12 hours, I think, so like I'm kind of like I don't care mode, where I can actually like tolerate reading the stupidity of my comments. Sadly, it's actually been going for a while. I've been doing this for like I think the past 30 minutes. I'm at the AFK problem RuneScape boss thing. There was some shit about me getting banned from the RuneScape Discord. It was the typical shithead comments like, "Oh, you deserve it. Oh, you're crazy." It was like three of those. The other ones were just like one-liners like, "You're mad." Like I don't even know. So it was kind of funny. But I'm like, let's make a video. I should have maybe recorded to begin with because that's actually kind of a funny video idea. Just let's go through my comments and just comment slash delete things because, bro, the things that people say, I don't know how they say it. One guy, one guy is crazy. Like, let's look at this comment. Um, where was this one? And I'll continue. Do 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 do. Did I even keep it though? Let's look for it. This one guy said something about broad arrows. I'm not sure I can find it right now. I actually kind of just forgot what it even was, to be honest with you. Yeah, I actually can't even remember what it was, honestly. But, oh well. Let's just go on with it. So let's start right here. Some guy was telling me how to make videos, so I told him off pretty much. So this guy, I read this already. He was complaining about like Ape King Zuck. You're littering havoc set. Uh, I'm melting Gower Dungeon 2 bosses like chocolate. This doesn't account for the combat update, increasing damage caps. Blah blah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna say what to this guy because I honestly don't know what he's talking about. You know how many comments I see? They're like, "Oh, AF King's okay." I'm like, people. Like, here's the thing: people literally say the player base is getting old, or they just say that or new players, bro. What new players? And it's just so funny because the only person I've ever like consistently PVN with back in the day was Monzel, and Monzel is such a funny guy because whenever I PVM with him, whenever I told him like Monzel, you can't just like use disruption shield there. Monzel, you can't just like use debilitate or something. He's like, I'm getting old, and these people actually say they're getting old, and it's just like, bro, the excuses is freaking crazy to me. Okay, so yeah, I haven't PVM'd with Monzel in a while, mostly because of Jetix's fault. They keep on buffing drop rates or nerfing bosses shortly after release, so every time a boss comes out, he doesn't want to do it. Like Warcath, he didn't even do it with me because he expected changes. Like he's waiting for that Warcath nerf that will happen. So it's just kind of disappointing. Let's continue. Um, this guy agrees with me that they're assholes. That's great. This guy just again like I have C after watching this. Like, bro, what? I'm just gonna like, what does that even mean? Like that's the typical RS3 take, guys. So this is the AFK problem bossing. I still can't AFK bosses even with affordable bank and a 20-year account. What? Okay, that's a skill issue. This opens the door to new harder bosses. AFK bossing opens the door for new harder bosses, guys. What? How? That doesn't make any sense. Like, this boss is so easy now, but like, what? You can just have harder bosses and still make a hard boss. What? 50% of artists can't do Goblin 2 solo. What? Where are you getting this number from? Even fewer can do Talos AOD Solak. Bro, AOD is easy as hell. Why? And even less Golden Warden. I do all bosses, bro. Who cares about Golden Warden, bro? Who cares? I don't even have it because who cares? I do all bosses and bring a lot of new players to AOD Select. The players that AFK are a minority of players. What? I disagree with that. What? This seems like the guy that is getting numbers from nowhere and just saying that's a fact. Like he's acting like only 1% of RS population AFKs and 20% are new players PVMing. Like that isn't true. The issue is people buy max gear and camp old bosses. They don't want to learn new bosses. The problem is that they AFK. It's not whether or not they want to. I mean, them not wanting to learn new bosses is their fault. So yeah, it has nothing to do with them wanting to AFK or can be able to AFK it. Even bigger issue is remote playing. There's a guy with 2050 seconds farming Abyssal Demons just south of Lava Worms. Oh, 2050 accounts. Yeah, I mean, there you go. There's a bot farm guy. I don't know what to say to this guy, bro. I'm gonna say what to him too. Don't want to AFK, don't want to have escape, join the old school community. Old school RuneScape is AFK and tile markers plus Blood Fury amulet, so no thank you. Um, just quit the game. Not all bosses are supposed to be as intense as next. What? Like, what are you talking about? Next is intense. When was Next ever intense? I remember even back when Next was released. I didn't back Next was released, bro. It was not even heard. What are you talking about? What? Yes, there is there an MMO that bosses stay relevant for more than a year or two level, and that is what makes made RuneScape unique. And it's ruined, and now RS3 is just a typical MMO to be forgotten. This guy is so close to understanding the issue, and he just doesn't understand it. It's just like this is what made RuneScape unique. And I had a talk with someone years ago. I don't talk to this guy anymore. Mostly, I won't even talk about why I don't talk to him anymore. But it was essentially him saying to me that what made RuneScape so unique, or what makes RuneScape so unique, is that like you say Araxxor came out 3 years later, which was 2016, I believe. You could go back to Araxxor. No, it was 2017. You can go back to Araxxor. It would still be pretty much the same experience. But now power creep has gotten so like ever since ED2, power creep has gone so bad. ED2 was the start of everything, and ED2, I'm not sure when this was. 2018, 2018 summer. That's when power creep got super bad in RuneScape. So EUC had a good run of 5 years of pretty much the same, like not the same game, but like the same DPS, new options available, new tactics. It was pretty cool. It's kind of crazy. Like the first 5 years of UC, 2013 to 2018, was like literally probably what, like at max a 10 or 20% DPS increase, and the between 2018 to 2023 we've had like a 200% DPS increase. DPS back in the day was like 200k tops, maybe 240k tops. Like if you're like got super RNG hits or something. But nowadays, bro, it's easily like 600, 1 million. Like it's insane. And like people just don't understand how bad the power creeps have gone. Like if RuneScape's power creep only went up by 20, 30% every 5 years, the game would be more manageable, because then you could actually balance things like, oh yeah, 20 years from now, racks are being easy. Like, is that an issue? Not really. And it's just like, because we should have more bosses, but like this game doesn't get a lot of bosses. This game doesn't get a new, uh, a lower level friendly boss that is built for the current game. So I'll touch it sad. I don't know what that means. Lol RS3 against the shitpost. I really wish I really wish I made this video big before, because it was just kind of funny. I was laughing my ass off. But you know what? I don't know. Whatever, man. Some things are meant to be. The problem is power creep, and it's natural. It's natural, but again, like what I just said, it's too much lately. The higher you progress your account, sets of gear, the easier older bosses will get. You can put on tier 70 and tier 80 gear, and you're gonna have a hard time AFKing compared to tier 9. Okay, take Necromancy for example. Okay, power creep. Um, he's just saying like learn bosses, you get better. You learn the mechanics to these bosses, and you're going to get rich and rewarded. And if you rework bosses that are meant to be mid to high levels, this guy is really stupid. I'm sorry, but this video and some of the points are out of reach, bro. I like one guy. Some people make me really happy. Like I've actually, I actually have been laughing a lot of these comments. There's some people out there, and you know who you are, who have said some nice things to me. Like one guy was like, "Bro, it's from 11 years ago. Why are you hounding on the guy?" Some guy just said, "Bro, this guy is based." Like some guy was like shit talking me, and he's like, "Bro," like he just said, "Sounds pretty." He sounds pretty based to me. Like, and what's the definition of base? Is having have a good foundation. You believe what you're saying. These people, they're like, I guarantee you, they will say power creep's bad or power creep's good, and then if Jack said power creep's bad tomorrow, they would agree with them. They're not based. What's we call it? I okay. This is where we're. I'm sorry, but this video and some of the points are out of reach. It's just a max player complaining that mid bosses are easy while killing it. This guy is dumb. This no, be you bro. Like, yes, maybe you cannot AFK like I am with max gear, but like again, the gear isn't even expensive anymore. It's not like I have like 10 bill worth of gear. Even then, I don't like the argument of you need this much money, so it's okay. Like people say about range, range is 9 bills, so it's okay to be OP. That's not even what I'm saying. It's just like I should honestly be challenged at a boss like this. Like, why? There's only like what 3 or 4, I think, quote unquote, challenging bosses in RuneScape 3, and even then, they're not even challenging. Let's just finish what he's saying though. Trust me, I get it. I'm a comp player. I've been playing since '07. Things might seem easy and boring. Like he doesn't understand that like Hellweir shouldn't be such a a raffle stomp. Honestly, like, and all I'm asking for, again, the biggest problem. He's talking about like a high level player. My problem is that I'm talking about in this video is how many people are alting things and getting collection logs. Like a max player AFK and getting collection log. Like they're not even doing anything. Like why wasn't Hellweir like click on this? Do this. Like, look at Raxer. You can't 100% AFK at Raxer. That's why people complain about. This guy is out of touch. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna say this is this. You don't understand my point in my video. Then or should I say what, guys? I don't know what I should say to this guy. Like, I honestly don't feel like talking to this guy, guys. Like, I don't like this guy because he's just everywhere with what he's saying, and he's also talking about something I'm not complaining about. Man, I was talking with Max here. What the fuck was I gonna say, bro? This guy is confusing me. I don't think you understood my video. That's what I'm gonna say to this guy. And downvote, because that's all people do to me. Sound starts a series with an old school player where they do hard RS3 content, and you do hard old school content. Which learning curve is harder? What? I don't think old school RuneScape's hard. Old school RuneScape is definitely not hard if you use tile markers, which is what everyone does. Old school RuneScape player here to say that a full AFK boss like this is crazy. They actually, yeah, like this guy understands it. Like, it's not about me using max gear. Like, yes, I am using max gear, but like, I should have to do something. Like, I'm literally just standing there, automatically overloading and just killing the boss. Just like I might as well just be T-posing for 15 minutes at a time with my automatic overload. That's literally all I'm doing, and that's the problem. There's zero input. I'm gonna say the difference, like he he understands the problem I am talking about. I am literally T-posing and killing the boss. Zero inputs. There should be inputs required. These people are dumb. You do it too. That's my argument. The ghost is the biggest problem for allowing complete AFK and ignoring mechanics. Actually, no. There's actually melee AFK methods. No other combat style has effectively a second enhanced Excalibur with double duration and no cooldown. Have you ever thought of melee? When Necro came out, I had massive issues with how overpowered it was. The update to other styles, it's about even. My friend can do 20 to 40% more damage with magic and nearly 100% more with melee than necromancy. That guy must really suck with necromancy. Now, for players, do you want to do a again, it's also like, is he just stalling? Again, like people like spam D calls like 5 times in a row, stalling and stuff. Now for players, do you want to do a boss chill or do you want to sweat? 1% the other combat styles are now able to be best in slot with sweaty play, get faster kills than I don't like it's called sweaty. Okay, it really isn't sweaty. They still don't have the insane quality of life that Necro has that allows you to do the same content a fraction slower with a lot less effort. I'm gonna say, have you heard of Melee? Or Blood Reaver, actually. This guy. Maybe you're not presenting the perceived problem in a good way. Your argument would be more convincing, in my opinion, if you were closer in gear and stats to the boss. This guy doesn't understand what I'm talking about again. Also, that legendary formula doesn't area loot just one item per drop, so cash grab mobile game. Yeah, well, the most expensive item gets looted. What? This. If you're not AFKing an 8-year-old boss with tier 115 damage armor, presumably normal mode, then you're doing something wrong. It was hard at that time. Yeah, it was. And progression is in bossing is important. Can't speak for actual newer players or newbies about difficulty. First, have bosses that hit decently and need a few things. Kree, you need to stay in a corner and not have melee. Krill's slam attack can deal 6-5 k through prayer and drain people AFK these bosses. What are you talking about? What the hell is this, guys? A waste of dev time to update these? Are you stupid, honestly? What? Normal Arc Laker? I guarantee you, if we were shown the data of normal Arc Laker, I guarantee you less than 5% of people actually use it for the intended purpose, and 95% of the player base just AFK 0 to 1 mechanics. I guarantee it. There was a reason why necromancy was made how it was. Combat was hard for a lot of people to get into. I'm not complaining about necromancy. Again, I don't know why like, this guy is crazy. Best to make new bosses for a certain combat range in a current day than to retroactively revamp dated bosses. It's not even hard to do it, you dummy. Don't play old school escape myself, but what wouldn't judge people who that use plugins. I assume you don't actually play either. Play what? I do play. No, I did play Old School Escape, no plugins, and I got harassed for it. For it. Don't. I'm gonna say don't assume. And then also you don't understand my point. There should these bosses should require interaction. Araxer is a good example of an easy boss, but requires interaction. It isn't hard to rework these bosses. Let's go on. Don't give JetX any ideas. This game is complicated than it needs to be. What? This game is not complicated. What? I mean, those bosses are not meant to be high skill cap bosses. You are missing the point. Good job, man. Really bonehead comment. Boots is the easiest drop there. Oh, let's talk about my that doesn't make that this actually doesn't make any sense about my Creed log. Past 2 videos is you bashing RS just quit easy. Agree, come back and play a superior non-pay to win version. Both games are pay to win though due to bonds. What was I gonna say to this guy? Being passionate about something equals just quit. No wonder this is a dead game. What a great comment, guys. Dude, you guys have your heads in the clouds. They have to have some sort of bossing content for newer players. If you think this is easy, then why on earth are you like garbage to? This guy is again missing that point. These people guilt. I hope you know. All these people's argument is guilt trip about a non-existent thing they're talking about, nor have any experience in. You realize there's much harder bosses than you cannot AFK even if you're Jesus. That's not true. Absolutely Absolute ignorant video. Go to Solak and AFK. Let me know how it goes, buddy. 100% this. These. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is so funny. These people are so stupid and don't understand what I'm saying. 100% this. These bosses are aimed at lower level players / new players that do not have best in slot gear. When I started playing like 2 to 3 years ago, I remember doing Hellware as my first boss with like I'm not even saying to make the boss harder. It's like, bro, just put a freaking thing like click on this. Click on that. And because bro, there's like no high level bosses are like that, and even if there are, like, oh, say you say, oh, click on the roots of Sonic, it teaches you to do more than just damage one boss. Like these people think I'm just saying make Hellware have 1,000,000 HP or something, and make them do 100K within 1 minute or something. When I started playing tutor, let's see, learn to use defenses and all that. Of course, you will be able to AFK like I'm actually banning this guy because I don't like he said, let's see how it goes, buddy. Like, bro, you can look at this video if he cares. Mobile cash grab game. A great ban. I was gonna download that to even out the odds because I'm Guthix himself. So I used Death Dart and didn't get the Necroplasm. I'm really trying to study this video. You want to do it with me? Well, I don't think my guide said to use a dart. The whole game has gone down this route, though. Not just bosses, even skilling is people that are just looking for one click every 5 minute minutes methods. It just plays like a second screen game. Almost any new content that involves the player engaging with gets slated by the community too. Oh, and there are also semi-AFK giant mole methods that rely on using channel abilities to have your character to walk to the boss. I don't know if it's still a thing since the comment beta. Yeah, I actually think they fixed this. Some guy talked about this. They fixed this, so that's good. Again, it's kind of funny that people even discover shit like that. Yep, dead game, man. This guy's asking about my armor perks. Like, bro, I say like every single video. Threshold Ultimates Revo should have never been a thing. I agree with this guy. That's a big step. That's the big step downwards to make the game less interactable. I say this as I'm AFKing something full Revo. Yep, biggest mistake ever, honestly. This guy knows. Oh, sorry. I am Guthix himself, guys. So I'm only downvoting because I'm Guthix. Wait. I don't know. I think I'm Guthix, guys. Guthix my main mistake, but that's what makes me Guthix. I feel targeted. Nah, JK, your problem is with Revolution. I think the new bosses are more towards what you're talking about. Kerbeck can be AFK sort of, but most of the Governors 3 has mechanics and stuff do not be 100% AFK. Normal Kerbeck is AFK. I think his point is that all bosses have mechanics that can't be AFK'd. Gatorbait, you understand. I I am not saying to make Hellweir have 1,000,000 HP or deal 5k plus a hit through prayer. I am saying to just put something to interact with to make people used to doing multiple things in a fight. This would make doing bosses like Solak, Raksha more natural, as they would be used to doing something during the fight. Like, this guy understands. This guy gets this guy Gatorbait, guys. Brass. The alligator, the crocodile, Gatorbait. This guy's smart. He talks simple. Like, more people need to be like this guy. He, like, instead of like spamming emojis, he understands. Like, people like this, they're smart. These are smart people. Okay? He's smart. 90% of gameplay is AFKing. I AFK at work during the week in my pocket. I AFK multiple boss logs while working. I understand your point that being able to AFK a boss like this is questionable, but for someone like me, it's the only reason I was able to complete logs. But why do you need to complete them? It just makes it redundant. I don't get to actually play hardly at all. My life is too busy. So personally, I'm thankful for the ability. It's like the log doesn't mean anything if you did nothing to complete it. Why do you need it? Logs being as AFK as they are make the accomplishment Meaningless. I'm gonna fix himself. Same the like all these people, bro. These people are so dumb. I can't deal with these people. This is why the player base is so dead. Same though. I AFK a lot or full revo with minor interactions, and even making an Iron Man. You don't interact with a lot of the early bosses, and when you are a noob, you AFK. You don't AFK. However, you're interacting with mechanics. The game isn't and shouldn't. No, actually, that's not true. Shouldn't be balanced around Iron Man mode. This is a main scaper point of view, aka the main game. Um, it's dated because now all the people that have recorders and are AFKing is because they have max gear and max stats, but new players have the same experience. Max players, this guy is really stupid, bro. This guy's a picture of a freaking truck, guys. I'm 62 years You really missed the point. I'm Guthix himself. Um, this is why I enjoy playing my Iron Man. Again, these people, bro, the majority of players play Mainscape. They don't play Iron Man. When people say play Iron Man mode, it's like, are you just stupid or something? I'm just downloading this guy. I'm Guthix himself, guys. Even with a max cape and a tier 80-90 gear, there is a 0 chance I can AFK anything beyond Gouge 1 bosses on normal mode. Sorry, wait, I'm like kind of blanking out. There's a 0% chance I can AFK anything beyond. Okay. Even though I tried to AFK Crow Betos with tier 9 Necro, I still had to come back because, well, you just didn't have a Revo bar properly. You didn't look up a guide. I looked up a guide for Hellweir. Like, that's what I did. Like, this isn't me that's like winging it. I literally was looked up on the wiki how to AFK Hellweir, or a video, I think. Completely agree, and thanks for all the good vids. Love the recent guides. No problem, man. Guthix himself. Based, guys. I like, bro, yeah, the Kung Fu Panda villain. This comment makes me happy. Kung Fu Panda's villain reminded me of all the gamers who download third-party apps to be good at games because they're dog shit without them. Base. And like some guy said, like, "Oh, I don't know why you talk about Kung Fu Panda during your video." But, like, I actually like the movie. I actually really like the latest Kung Fu Panda movie. It was really good. But like that's what I thought of. Like that movie to me was like just be yourself. Stop trying to like be better or be everything. Just be you. That's essentially what the movie kind of was like to me. So that guy saying base. That's not a base guy, guys. Ooh, calls other people clickbait, then post clickbait. How is it clickbait? Nice clickbait comment. Downvote. Oh, was going to wish luck, but I guess not buy. Base, man. Probably because I got the log or something. The Easter event is cool, but if I rotate the camera, my CPU fans kick on into high gear. Damn. I miss Easter, man. I feel range is just too complicated with too many switches, stacks, and buffs to toggle. Well, I think it's even worse now. Before it wasn't that bad because it was mostly just using full arrows or when arrows along with just, you would just, so you would use the death spore arrows, or I'm not sure what they were called, but the ones that give you the free ultimate after you crit 5 times, and then you would either use when or full arrows. But I think because of the combat beta making when arrows absolutely broken, I think people like swap between when and full arrows. But yeah, I don't like that. They shouldn't have made range so complicated. It's really dumb. Although to be fair, they have given us Necro as an easy style, and Magic is fairly simple now. So maybe range will be the go-to style for people that enjoy switching scape. I don't like the nerf Adren games from Tsunami. I feel like they should have removed Adren crits from Tsunami and everything because that's their whole reason EOF spamming is so strong and EOFs are so strong. If you literally could not gain
adrenaline from crits, EOF suddenly becomes so much more balanced. Fracture Step Armor needs something, so it just isn't a spec. Blah blah blah. I think overall they did a good job. I just really hope they keep making changes, even means the mana changes regularly. Well, looks like they never made changes. Also, they should have just reworked the crit, the adren on crit buff. It's the reason EOF is so broken. I don't like that comment. What is the most annoying is most trolls are just old school RuneScape players that have no lives and feel the need to constantly tell everyone off how much better old school is. I only post in the community page on Facebook. Everywhere else is full of old school trolls that don't know how to stay in their own groups. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. They are honestly like a cult. Join us. Join us. Back even when I played old school RuneScape, I didn't use a third-party client. So people just constantly said to me, download XBlood plugin. Revenue in what the heck is this? Revenue in 2018, it was reported that RuneScape had generated over 1 billion. RuneScape annually generates over 100 million in revenue and over 50 million in profit. This is why people complain it's a browser game and they add useless content that you accept you don't like. Literally listen to your own voice when you wait, what? Let me read this fully. Revenue. In 2018, it was reported that RuneScape had generated over 1 billion in lifetime revenue since original launch. RuneScape annually generates over 100 million in revenue and 50 million profit. This is why people complain it's a browser game and they add useless content that you just accept you don't like. Literally listen to your own voice when you're trying to act like you like the new content. I would quit the game if I saw this. Bro, you're blaming other people for you not enjoying the game. It's called RuneScape Burnout. Stop reading Reddit and Twitter. What? Wrong. This guy's like projecting. A lot of people do this. Like they project like scenarios that validate what they're saying. Like he's saying I'm burnt out of RuneScape when that's not true. Like I literally like I don't even know. I literally all this video was about was me enjoying the Easter Bunny content. I was very excited about it. So I'm not sure what this guy's honestly even talking about. One guy also said this type of argument to me before. It wasn't in the video. He said, so it was me complaining about I don't know, it was something about Zamrak, but he was like, this is like someone who inherited billions and then is complaining that everything's too expensive. And it's like, what do you mean I inherited money? When the hell did I ever inherit money? I've made all my RuneScape GP. I don't know what they're talking about. It's crazy. Bro, Bro, you totally know by now that the people who post on Reddit are usually the vocal minority of any community. That is true. Saying that artistry community as a whole is shit because of Reddit comments is actually laughable, dude. I wouldn't say it's laughable. I think your response and frustration at what is clearly and obviously a vocal minority is what is at issue here. Why are you so impressed about it? Because that vocal minority actually makes changes in the game. The vocal minority, like again, I say this in my videos and even during streams I do, that Genetics literally listens to like the 1% of players. And that's the problem. And he's acting like, why are you complaining about that? That's why. Um, if you don't like someone's opinion, move on and don't go back to that content because it's changing the game because they're listening to that opinion. So I'm challenging their opinion, you dummy. The exact thing I was doing to you now because you don't really seem like you're offering much other than telling us a vocal minority is not always a great. Oh, yeah. They listen to the vocal minority. That is the issue. So no, I will keep saying stuff. I don't even care to explain. I'll keep saying stuff, guys. Oh wait, people still play this game. I don't know. Do I hide this guy?
Like, who is this guy? I don't know. I don't think. I probably some mom or something. Um, the Christmas event wasn't a Christmas event. It was a cash grab. I love the Christmas event. It was a cash grab community poll, bro. This fucking like it's actually crazy going back to these comments in retrospect because it's crazy how toxic people are. I love the Easter event. I like. I'm not joking. If all of RuneScape got were quests, cute baby events, I would be in love. I would be in love with the game. I wish the game had more like community activities, like let's go fight the Easter Bunny. The that we need to calm it down, or I don't know. Um, it was a cash grab community poll to bolster the sales look good for Jax's new owners. Nothing more, nothing less. RuneScape is over 20 years old and has been on a steady downhill since 2006. Nothing we've added in recent years has been well received because it's just awful cash grab, turning the game into an AFK experience in mobile game. RuneScape as it was is dead. It's not coming back because the company don't know how. Just because they're making the game 100% easier doesn't make it good. Yeah, easier doesn't make it good. That is why it is declining. All you see are old people saying AFK Revo is good. I love the Easter plus Christmas event. There you go. I feel like Reddit is toxic in general, correct? So going to RC Reddit is getting the most toxic of the toxic. Yeah. It's a catch 22 with Reddit. You've got a I've never heard of that word. Conglomeration. I've never heard of that word in my life. Of the most toxic shit stains on the internet, who are absolute cancer, bro. Whatever. You know, he's just saying they're awful to any shred of. I don't know. I can't even say that stuff. It sounds so weird to me. To any shred of positivity. Yet it is also a place that plays some part, maybe small, maybe large, in driving change. It's large actually in driving change to limit to legitimately bad design decision in games and predatory practices from developers. Yep, this is why uh, Jetix actually listens to the these people who are toxic and moan all day. Actually, I'm Gothic, so they'll balance himself. Reddit and Redditors are absolute garbage. Also, there was some analysis done a few years back. The Archery sub was determined to be the most toxic negative subs. Yeah, because everyone just hates each other. Yes. RS3 players and old school RuneScape player. Holiday events are not the content I'm looking for. Minority take. You have always been garbage. You didn't sell garbage right. Your first problem was going on Reddit for anything other than a cesspool of people who complain about everything who don't have jobs. Reddit is not all of the artist community. I meet great people in game all the time that love the game. I don't go on Reddit at all for anything because it's just filled with whack job snowflakes. Ha ha, agree 100%. Man went to Reddit. What did he expect? I was gonna download them and be like, you you have to look into the darkness to see the light. Okay. RS3 RS3 is for betas. You angry because RuneScape is for kids above 13 years old? I'm sorry, but you still need to grow up for up few years to safely scroll internet and play RuneScape. I started in 2004 and played a good amount of old school. What is last time you play? What? This guy's like not even worth my time. I'm just the balance himself. I'm just downvoting that. Isn't the community isn't the community on most games toxic AF? Bro, I blame Tyler One for that. Well, he should compare R3 Red to any of the Call of Duty Reds or even Fortnite. Yeah, it is. Like for example, despite Helldivers being a great game, there's a bunch of bickering on Reddit. I don't like Helldivers. It's not a great game, by the way. They ripped off Lost Planet and they got credit for it. I don't agree with this. It depends on where you look. Like, I remember, I think even League of Legends Reddit isn't even toxic. The League of Legends Reddit is honestly mostly weird, and that's why I don't go on it. Like, they're actually really weird people. Like, to the point, I would even say, like, they're. Like, and if you know what I mean by weird, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna say why they're weird. They're just weird people. RS3 as a community,
Duh. Like, what type of comment is that? Disable. Okay, yep. This guy, I don't understand. Like, I don't know how you can type this stuff. Honestly, I don't like because it's like you're actually like just saying awful things with like no sense. Like he just has no sensitivity. Men don't. Yep. Men don't obsess over pony cartoons made for little girls. My Little Pony actually isn't for little girls. It's again, it can be for little girls, but it's also for people who are older because if you actually watch the show, but you don't obviously don't watch the show. Also, I actually like Equestria Girls more. Um, let's just continue on. I want to say something. This is coming from the person who has their first video as what? I don't know what this is. Oh, this is what? What? So this guy's a weirdo apparently. So I'm not sure if this guy's talking about. I think they're talking about this guy being a weirdo. Um. Oh yeah. One thing that's really funny about I think yesterday is there was some kind of reboot of some literally 0 to 4 year old TV show. Like it's literally for babies. Of literally just singing nursery rhymes all day, and people are literally making Twitter posts saying, "Why did they screw up this reboot so much?" Like we literally have 30-year-old adults complaining about a reboot for a show made for newborns. But that's okay because it's not about ponies. Like, bro, I'm not joking. The pony is so freaking hilarious to me. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't remember My Little Pony singing nursery rhymes. I don't remember the giant fight with Twilight Sparkle versus Lord Tyrek with laser beams and going through a mountain, fighting like it's Dragon Ball Z. That's for kids, right? Like, are you just like stupid, honestly? So like, you know, um, guys, I'm just hiding everyone from this whole thing because maybe they can appeal if they want. I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about me or just being weird. I just think that was a weird situation to be put in. Um, I definitely saw where people were coming from about some aspects of Hero Pass initially. However, after Jack's listening and changing accordingly, people kept on going about deleting it. Yeah, the changes to Hero Pass were fine. Like I understand that changes should have been done, and after that it was fine. Like I still think it's bad that Hero Pass was gone. Or I think Hero Pass was cool and something to look forward to. So it's kind of disappointing. Despite being in a good state, I'm more or so sad that we lost the cosmetics opportunity from the Hero Pass. It is what it is. Not much can be do about it now. Yeah, we also had cool cosmetics too. A lot of cool fashion scape. It wouldn't surprise me that a lot of these treasure hunter things being put in, like the recent cool cosmetics, like the Death Ward and stuff, they were supposed to be being in a Hero Pass. From my time lurking on Reddit, I always felt like people just complain for the sake of complaining, and that if people want they and if what they want is not perfect, they throw a hissy fit. Sometimes I feel like genuine discussions of subreddit falls victim to toxicity. I am looking forward to the Easter event. The Christmas event was awesome, and this looks amazing. 100% agree. Glad you understand. Sorry, my tongue's just getting a little bit dry. I haven't had like a coffee or even water, honestly. So I do apologize. I'm balanced himself. These well-made holiday events in RuneScape, indeed. They give me the vibe of how they used to make holiday events back in the day, which I had fond memories of. So this is great, honestly. Yep. What is bro yapping about? Yep. Yep, guys. As usual, the blue party at guy. The blue party at guy is shit talking, guys. Like, bro, no one cares. Like, this guy dedicated his whole life to RuneScape, guys. The average RS3 player. What a constructive comment, guys. I was very vocal about how much RS sucked between 2008 and 2012, but now I play both versions to keep my mouth shut. What I don't like. What does that mean? Okay, like I'm not gonna delete this comment. Like, are you telling me to shut my mouth? Like, it just sounds like you're a freaking. You know what? On the live stream, people did like some of the cosmetics, especially the one that made tiles you walk on have blossoming flowers. But yeah, I'm not. I didn't see the live stream by the way, so I'm not even talking about the live stream. But yeah, it was weird how negative people were just asking for a roadmap throughout the stream. Also, I think some people want to downplay how much of the Hero Pass reaction was to Jax doing a live stream to announce a major update to follow the release of Necromancy, only to tell about a new Battle Pass system. People thought they were going to announce a level 120 for all combats on that stream. That'd be not needed at all. So the response would have been nuclear to basically any kind of MTX update. Yeah, I do agree that to them saying that's a big update was a mistake. Somebody tells me something stupid happened from some higher up. A lot of people have a sheep mentality. They like to follow the herd. When the Hero Pass came out, that pretty much proves my point. Everyone jumped ship to old school RuneScape because they can't think for themselves. Same as toxic people, only takes one to set the rest off. My opinion, sorry, this guy has talks like Brooklyn English. My opinion is that JX have done a really good job with the majority of the updates they have brought out. Not to mention how hard the mods work behind closed doors, but the kid-like mentality of certain toxic people would not realize this. I agree. I agree with you. So I'm not a huge fan of. I don't say agree. So I'm not a huge fan of the Easter event as I'm not a cutesy person. However, you're right. Nothing wrong with Hero Pass. Could have been adjusted, and people need to stop crying about one small bad part of Hero Pass. I like to be honest. Yes, I love cutesy things. Uh, 716. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Then don't. I mean, I'm sorry you took it that way. I like your content. Seeing you do 4K Enraged Zamorak with Necro was Pog and helped me push higher enrages now that I know I could reach it with best equipped combat style, but 7 onwards was not necessary at all. I'm not about to support toxicity, especially since you didn't even blur out usernames, lol. Was it really blur out usernames when, like, I don't think I need to blur out usernames when it's publicly accessible. Why do I need to blur it out? You could literally look at the thread and see the username. Why do I need to blur it out? What? Like 2024, and this is how sensitive people are. You need to blur out my name. You need to blur, like, bro. It's in public. Sounds like a whole behavior to me, like hypocrisy. You can make a comment about a sorry. You can make a comment about stuff without needing to resort to childish behavior. Tell him it's public information. So why do I need to blur out names? What? Nerd. I guess blocked. Yeah, I think the Easter event is going to be great. People don't know how to have fun anymore. It's so sad. I agree. Dude, I'm completely on board with you. Cry, cry, cry. People will argue. Look at it. I don't know who Init is. Init's videos where they give away bonds. Bro, the player base is so harsh and unforgiving to mods and jokes in general. They're so far from constructive in their criticism, and what pisses me off even more is when they demand an easy button for damn near everything. And heaven forbid Jax introduces a healthy nerf. They're addicts to instant gratification and it's unhealthy for the game. Agree. Do people actually argue this? Like saying the community is good because, like, what? Are these people stupid? I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying the community is toxic. I show they're toxic, and then people say they're not toxic. Like, what? Rek'Sai IRL. Okay. Combat update was huge and a good step in the right direction. So future updates will be more about what future updates. Also, a lot of ninja updates are quality of life are great. I don't mind a year of fixing bugs and reworking minor things just to make the game more smooth. And here we are with 0 changes done after the beta. First of all, congrats on your first 4K Zammy. It was a real awesome fight. I have been watching your vids a lot and trying to learn from you. And my question, which I really hope getting your answer about, would you guide or help a learner go through a fight 1K, 2K, 4K? I actually can't do this because I've never done above 500% enrage in a team scenario, so I don't have that. I wish getting a chance joining you in voice chat and do that.
Nah, I don't even. I'm gonna say I don't have about 500 consideration team. Sorry. Plus, I can't be bothered. The game is boring. Well, that's a nice comment. He's been subscribed for 4 months. That's kind of nice. So, just to recap, what's the reason for not doing this in the artist workshop where they have injectors and pull scores? There's not as many. Not as many pull scores going off. This guy might have a point though. No, it's just injectors. Are injectors that big of a deal? Oh, sorry. And you miss out on whatchamacallit, other boosts such as slam, stone, coin. I'm just sure. I think I went there to test that. I'm not sure if I did, but I don't know. It was mostly about the prayer just staying up all the time. What's but recently people haven't been using pulse cores. They've mostly been using cinder cores, so maybe it is better to go there now. It just depends if people actually use slam there or not. I never really tested it. The difference is probably pretty small, though. I would think. What's hourly charge cost? Divine charge? I don't know. Dirt. I love skilling RS3. Great man. Guy was trolling. Pretty sure he was delusional, bro. Do you think? No. I'm gonna say no because I didn't stream. Nice informative vid. We're almost done, by the way. Nice. Can't wait to hear what you have to say after you test it. Mum Magic. No changes to Magic. Really sad. Did you quit Dofus? No. I'm just waiting for Unity. These thoughts were equally as coherent as the orchids. What? I don't even know what the hell that means, bro. I've never heard of that word. Just play old school RuneScape if you want RuneScape. If you want whatever they cooked up here, just play WoW. both both those games have macros. Also, like that comment was kind of funny because it's like, bro, you haven't even seen my room. On my left, you know how many animals are? There's probably at least like 80 animals. I just have nowhere to put them. I mean, where am I supposed to put them? I don't know. I want to get a couch. Like, I honestly kind of want to make a funny thing where like I have like a couch and like a table and just set them. So yeah, I might just get a couch and just put them all on or something. To be honest. But yeah. It just looks a little bit messy over there. But oh yeah, I forgot they're over there. I don't really think it's messy. It's just I don't walk there, so who cares? Like this is the type of guy that not hire someone because his tie wasn't straight. You know, like those people are fucking stupid. Um. Also, you're talking just to talk about nothing. You can cry all you want. It's gonna change nothing. Okay. The game's dead. There's nothing they can do to save it. The new owners are about to MTX Levy shell the game. Okay, sure. I feel the same. I'm glad they're testing things while they can do with the beta, but there's no clear direction to balance combat. They're just rolling dice week after week with zero clue. Well, looks like they rolled dice. Yep. Very great. Totally agree. Combat design, teams have zero imagination, hence why I played other MMOs totally zero. And that company sold for 900 mil. Lol. They are taking the PVM from bad to worse. From the bow bugging out, it happens when you augment a 2HC bow like Eldritch or Wyvern, and then you change your overrides while also having on hide on cogs. Augment. That's kind of stupid. That's never been fixed, guys. That's yeah. Well, that's a dumb bug. This has been the game. This also happened randomly. This used to not be a big issue. I'm not sure why this happened. Garbage game. I did quit. The reason is thank you. I'm gonna say thank you, Jessica. Garbage game. I did quit. The reason is simple. There are no slash new players. I think he just meant no new players. Sorry. No, he just means there's no players like that. Yeah, I agree. Bro, go to War's Retreat. The game's dead. Like no one talks. Everyone just keeps going. Everyone is a solo.
The difference between a Pernix plus Noxball versus full max gear quests greater abilities is too big. This guy so far understands it completely, because before it used to not be like this. Like, uh, even back when I played again, did Talos in 2016, I didn't have Invention. The difference was still pretty big. Invention is one of the biggest power creeps in the whole game, but like it wasn't too big. It was actually a minute or two difference, which is quite significant. But even like if you took like say 2015, if you had like a Nox bow and like I don't know armor to armor, you would be pretty comparable to someone with like a oh I don't think Nox bows existed, but you get my point. You if you had Nox bow and like Pernix, like the difference is just too big. Like there's too many things. Because elite players say that the way they want to play reach this meta. I find that being meta, not having 7 UFs, not being sweat after an hour of bossing, but a way to be a casual player that does average damage because now our only 10k players average online. The chance to get an actual casual team is almost zero. Only brainwash, addicted, elite, and toxic. They want me to play just like them. I'm not joined to the PVM elite. Yeah, sorry, PVM group. Is this a copy pasta? I swear I've seen this exact paragraph before. I don't know, man. I agree. Power creep between 2013 and 2018 was about a 24% increase. 2018 to 2013 to 2020 was about a 200%, 200 to 300% increase. Actually, 40%. Bro, your average PVMer, bro, you're an average PVMer and you just have cried about anything too hard for you, or you don't know how to do, and wait, and you think it should be removed. Seems like you want Jax to. Wait, what? Am I reading this wrong? Bro, you're an average PVMer, and you have just cried about anything too hard for you, or you don't know how to do. This guy. Bro. Okay, I'm not crazy. And think it should be removed. Seems like you want Jax to lower the skill ceiling to your skill cap. Yeah, they should lower the skill ceiling and increase the skill floor. Um, dude has been publishing Dude has been publicly letting anyone know he really dislikes and doesn't like to handle when the world around him doesn't react the way it should. For the past 7 years, his actions speak for themselves. Not a nice guy, guys. Um, whatchamacallit? I think it's kind of funny. I remember back in the day, back in 20 a Raxer release, I was really good at because people sucked at a Raxer. I remember going to Raxer, people watching me at the first instant, like the instant, they're like, "Whoa, you suck so much!" Like just randomly shit talking, and I was getting consistent kills. People struggled at a Raxer release. That was kind of funny. I remember doing Talos, and people were saying like I was shit. Yet I remember people like make a Talos guy, make a Talos guy, make a Talos guy, and like people were jealous that I could do Talos. Not people forget that Telos was seen as an extremely hard boss. People literally struggled at Telos. But once stun locking came into existence, the boss, I kind of got bored of the boss. They should, I would have made the boss immune to stuns at that point, honestly. I'm not even lying. Um, yeah, I just think it's kind of funny that, like, again, is it really high skill just using a macro and just doing DPS? I don't think that's skill. I mean, again, this game just rewards DPS, which is why people say, oh, you're not even good at the game. It's like, bro, the game is shit. I'm getting tired of reading this comments, man. This game boring. Don't stop the rant. Great man. He's subbed to me. I'll support him. Do I agree with on the direction? It's going back to bring weapon camping with an envy of food the best days. Hell yeah, man. Bro, lame out 20-minute video because you didn't build a flower basket or wanted to speak random gibberish. This is why this video has 500 views only. No, it's because no one fucking cares about active skilling methods. Nah, yeah, actually, I'm just blocking this guy, bro. I'm sorry. He's not worth my time. This post was sponsored. What? Something happened? I don't know. You're totally right, though. We can almost always skip the first minute of truth of a video because of how they preach about sponsors. It's why sometimes it's a pleasure to watch small content creators pre-sponsorship. Yeah, again, I actually I watch people, but like, bro, I'm kind of just bored because I don't enjoy mainstream media. Mainstream media is so soulless. There's no soul to anything. I love watching people with between 1 to like 5K views. Like that's my favorite videos ever. Like they talk about themselves, they talk about their work. Meanwhile, you get people here like, why are you talking about you watching Kung Fu Panda? That's unprofessional. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Is making RuneScape videos my job? Like, bro, I can't just be me. Like, I don't know. I just like I just like how people expect things in a certain way. I think that's the worst thing about 2020. I mean, lately with content creation. I hate even calling it content creation because people just expect something done in a certain way. That's why I stopped playing Let's RuneScape because everyone didn't like my guides because you're not using a third party thing. I'm gonna say yeah, it's sad of this guy. I think making freedom off cooldown instead of anticipation is better. Um, yeah, to be honest, freedom being off cooldown might not be that bad, but I would probably make it a slightly longer cooldown if you use it when you are stunned. 5-10 seconds longer to like make up for the fact that you're using it off cooldown. I like this guy. This guy's also pretty constructive. This is another guy who was actually defending me, saying like, "Bro, like this shit happened like 11 years ago. Why are you still talking about it?" Because like, at the end of the day, I'm not sure why people talk about like, oh, the Farrago scandal. Like, why does it even matter at this point? Like, does that really like what happened 11 years ago like go into me now? Like look at me now. Like, why does it even freaking matter? I don't know. Like, I'm sorry. Like, like, bro, the things I see that 30-year-old people do and get a slap on the wrist, like, bro, it's kind of crazy. My guess on the movement is high because it's a diagonal movement and it would be considered two movements in a up, down, left, right. Only way of moving. I agree, it should be fixed though. Okay, I think it's about the. I don't even care. It's something about melee. Thank you for contributing. Agreeing with your comments around fluidity. Melee is stronger, but still not as refined as other styles. Yeah, this guy's good. Why did you name your channel after a female teenage robot? Cause I did. Like, like, it's always funny when these people say like female. Like, bro, like, is there something wrong with a male IRL liking a female character? Like, I'm not joking. I hate male characters in a lot of games. I think the only like like I like female characters mostly because like I don't know, maybe they're just perceived as strong, like not super like, oh, I can't do that. Like there are really like usually strong characters like Lord Dominator from Wander Over Yonder, just some crazy girl who like has probably some tragic backstory that's like a nerd. Twilight Sparkle. I mean, I don't know. I like Purple a lot, and she's just a nerd. What other female characters are there, guys? I don't know what other female characters are there. Midnight Sparkle's the same as Twilight Sparkle. XJ9, I mean, I don't know. I've always just liked how she looks. And I remember watching a show and basing my name off it, and I just like the show. Like, is it wrong that I'm not joking because most male shows are just like bro culture. Like, their jokes are immature. Like, this is why people laugh at like stupid, immature jokes all day. Like, I just can't relate to that, you know? So maybe the like, again, a lot of the shows with female like important like protagonists antagonists tend to be more like their stories like I wouldn't say Wander Over Yonder is a mature show, but I'm just saying like the character like it's a very interesting dynamic, you know what I mean? And these people just seem so challenged. Like for instance, like it's okay to talk about SpongeBob SquarePants even though it's a children's show, but it's not okay to like any show about female. Like I guarantee you, SpongeBob SquarePants and SpongeBob was a female, people would say, "Why are you watching SpongeBob SquarePants?" Like it's very strange. Like I would even say a lot of these people are just sexist, honestly. Like they can't stand. Like these people literally hate females. Like I'm not even joking. It's actually kind of crazy and scary at the same time. Um, I'm not sure what this is. Great video. Yeah, I think we're done, guys.
Yeah, I think we're done at this point. So yeah, I mean that was it. I really wish I got the first bits. The first bits were kind of hilarious. Oh wait, no, we have more. Let's go look at the hell for review. Um, maybe you can scam one of the tier 9 fans off a group just like the seismic. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna click on it. It's probably some stupid video of me getting the wand or something. Um, so this guy is very crazy. Hide user. Oh, we don't see anything bad. Do you like scam a bunch? Oh yeah, a bunch of seismic wands. Double guys. He double checked. It was a bunch of wands, guys. Oh yeah. It's just so funny. The main issue is people hate Switchscape even though it's 100% not needed PVM. I think the main well, it's just so high of an increase. That's the problem. And even then, it just shouldn't be a thing. Even if it's small, it shouldn't be a thing. And also again, when people see the video, they don't want to do PVM because it looks daunting. I think the main takeaway from the proposed Tier 95 changes are the fact that the wand orb is getting charging 9 seconds. That means if you're that's not actually happening anymore. Yeah, blah blah. You what? Sorry. You're more incentivized to camp 2H and not use dual war weapons. They are realizing that, well, they didn't actually do that, by the way. You could make the argument that you could use dual wield for, well, they didn't do this. So this guy's argument is invalidated. Nope, they're not doing this. I couldn't get through the whole video because it was very unorganized and it was very ranty, but we'd love to hear your opinion, especially on remaking weapons now and have. I don't care, bro. If you can't deal with fucking that shit, I can go screw you off, honestly. 1039. Like these people are. They call me a fucking. Oh, why do you watch girl shows? Why do you watch My Little Pony? Why, bro? These people can't fucking take shit. They just say, "I can't listen to you. You're ranting too much." I'm sorry that you just like your safe bubble of. Oh, I'm so happy watching Aura Sky. Oh, this game is so good. Look at the declining player base. Let's go down. Like these people I just can't deal with them guys. 1039. How did you get so many people to hate you across games? I like watching RuneScape stuff, but I never understand. I actually answered this guy. He says somewhere else. Blah blah blah. He elo boosted League. A lot of people did, including Incarnation and stuff. Top jungle. People hate him for that. Blah blah blah. Yep. That isn't even true. And people rumor her to be. That isn't true. People rumored. No, actually, she was actually I think 18 or 19, and I was 16 at the time. He scammed people. This guy is very strange. I'm just banning that guy. I'll approve that comment, I guess. Can I approve of it? Did I already ban him or something? I'm just gonna remove that comment. I'm not sure. Scam another wand. You scam multiple seismic weapons from Virago teams over the years. The RuneScape community never forgets. Bro, I think you forgot what reality you live in, bro. XJ9's a fire name. I just started my 6-year-old daughter. Yeah, I saw his comment. Just pray she doesn't. Oh my god, these people. So, does this mean I'm not getting. That's so funny. What do you think of Lee Sin, guys? Like, these people are fucking crazy, man. I'm sorry that they live in their mom's basement all day. Is that it? Are we done? Show hidden comments. Show? I've. I'm mentally ill apparently, guys. What the hell? Bro, you put. Oh my god, these people are just crazy. They just scream and holla. You say a few things during this half-ass shit show of a video that you don't care, but you took the time to record a video and post it to a YouTube. You say you're a positive person. I'm a degenerate, guys. Like, I don't care. I'm clearly laughing my ass off. Like, I can't make a video about it though. Like, okay, man, you clearly care. I don't know who you are, but after doing 10 minutes of research, stay fan. Again, this is why you don't do 10 minutes of research. Okay, this is why you talk to the source instead of going off what the internet says when it was made by some like probably a guy that doesn't even do anything anymore. I think the guy, I I remember looking at the guy who made some stupid article about me, and he works like for CNN, which is the fake news network, by the way. Read your chat logs about blah blah blah. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yep. Great. I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're judging someone off something like that, man. Um. Are we done? I think we're done, guys. Yeah, that's it. So I cleared out my list again. I wish I can go back, but whatever. I don't know. This guy said something to me, but I don't know what he said. Yeah, that's it. It's been a fun time. I had fun. Woo! What a great video. Beast. I like this one. Called me Based. I really appreciate it, guys. I'm Based.